Welcome back to HSFit Fit Pilates. We are going to get started today lying on our backs with our feet up against the wall, hip distance apart, and then have the weights on either side of you. We'll be using a set of dumbbells throughout the workout today. Choose a comfortable weight for you. We're going to start with our palms away, pressing up towards the ceiling and come back down. Now, if you'd like to do this all on a bridge, we can bridge up and hold and then press up towards the ceiling and lower. And we'll be doing this for 10. So press those arms up towards the ceiling and lower. Now with the breath, we try to inhale as we lower and then exhale as we press up. This will be our breath pattern for all the exercises, but if it gets confusing, just breathe normally and focus on the movements. Great, we have 4 left. Each time you press up, we're trying to press up right around the chest. So this is a chest press. This is working some of the arm muscles too, so it's a great exercise. Great, okay, bring those arms down and you can come down. We'll rest in between. Now we're going to turn the palms inward, bridge back up just onto the shoulder blades. You're going to straighten your arms up towards the ceiling and lower down. Let's begin. So straighten up and lower. We're straightening those arms right above the chest, and this is working the back of the arms to help do that. And when we stay up in a bridge like this, we get a little extra glute work that we normally wouldn't get with arm work. Good, we've got 2 more. And last one. Good, bring the arms down and the hips down. From here, we're gonna keep the arms the same. You're gonna bridge back up. Arms are straight up towards the ceiling. You're gonna lower and lift, like you're lowering around a beach ball and lifting back up, keeping that position. Let's begin, so lower down and lift. So we have a nice slight bend in the elbows here. Now, if this gets uncomfortable in your hamstrings, you could always scoot closer towards the wall, or you can just drop the hips to continue the arm exercises. Good, we're halfway there. The big things here, trying to stay lifted, using those glutes to stay up. As we get tired, we might sink those hips, so keep them up and lifted. And last one. Great, okay, let's bring the hips down. The next one we're gonna do is an alternating punch like we did earlier, but this time 1 arm at a time. So start by bringing your arms down. You're gonna bring 1 arm up towards the ceiling and then the other one, and that's 1 rep. So straighten 1 arm up and lower and lift and lower. For this one, just try to breathe normally. Straightening each arm, so this again is working the back of the arms. And while we can't reduce fat in an area just from exercising it, if you improve the muscle in that area, so for us, we wanna work the triceps, that will change the look of the area. So doing routines like this where we are challenging the back of the arms is a great way to build muscle there. All right, let's come down. You can scoot closer towards the wall if you need to. We're going to bridge up again. We've got 2 more arm exercises. So this time we're gonna do that chest press again. So palms are facing away. We're gonna press up towards the ceiling and lower down. Let's go for 10. So straighten those arms and lower down. We're going right around the chest area. This is also working the front of the shoulders and the back of the arms too, anytime we're straightening those arms. Great, we're halfway there. And 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, arms come down, hips come down. One last exercise here. So let's turn the palms inward, bridge up. Now you're gonna lower those weights by your face, so on either side, and come back up. Be very careful as you lower here. Let's begin. So lower those weights and then straighten the arms. So same thing, working the triceps again. We're finding all the different ways to train the back of the arms. And breath pattern is the same. We inhale as we lower those weights, exhale as you lift up. Now, if this gets uncomfortable for your elbows, you can just simply drop the weights and do the exercise without weights. You just wanna squeeze those triceps right when your arms are straight up towards the ceiling. All right, last one. Okay, let's bring those hips down, arms come down. Next, we're gonna train the biceps. We cannot train the biceps when we're lying down, so we have to stand for this. So you can either stand or you can do these exercises in a wall sit. That's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna do 2 exercises here. So first, let's start with a regular bicep curl. Palms are facing away. We're gonna bring those arms up towards our shoulders and lower down, straightening the arm. And we'll go for 10. So let's bend those elbows up and lower the arm. Now with the breath, we exhale as we flex those arms and then inhale as we lower. So that exhale is the hard part of the bicep movement and then lowering down. And as your elbows are bent, I want you to squeeze those biceps at the top of the movement. So as those weights are right next to your shoulders. Okay, we've got 3 more. And 2, Last one. Good. Okay, you can stand up just to get a little break for those quads. Mine are shaking. So we're going to do one more exercise down in this wall sit position, or you can stand. Palms are going to be up. So let's start with the elbows bent. Palms are up. We're going to serve a platter. So you're going to go straight up about to shoulder height and then lower back down to that starting position. Let's begin. So straighten those arms out and lower. Now, if the weight you've selected is too heavy, you cannot bring your arms up to the same height as the shoulders. You can extend the arms, keeping them lower, but try to make note of doing a lighter weight next time. Good, you've got 4 more. And 3, 2, last one. Good, okay, let's put those weights down. Now we're gonna work on the triceps. So we're gonna do a narrow push-up at the wall. You can either do it kneeling or you can do it standing if kneeling is uncomfortable for you. Hands are on the wall, lower than the shoulders. Point those elbows down as you bend the elbows. Bring your body closer towards the wall and then straighten back up. We'll do this for 10. So bend those elbows, body comes closer, and then press back up. The reason we're trying to keep those elbows pointed down is it will put more emphasis on the back of the arms, so on the triceps. And breath for push-ups, we want to inhale as we lower, exhale as we press away. You're doing great. We're going for 4. And 3. 2. And last one. Okay, good. You can take your arms off the wall. Go ahead and swing them. So kind of stretch them out here. We're going to do one more exercise here. Okay, let's place our hands back on the wall. So we want them lower than the shoulders. Elbows are pointed down. We're going to bend the elbows, coming closer, and hold for 1, 2, 3, come back up. Let's go for 10. So bend those elbows and hold for 1, 2, 3, come back up. And again, 1, 2, 3, come back up. Now this adds a little extra challenge because our arms have to support our weight and then press back away. Of course, when we do it on the wall like this, we have a lot less weight to have to push up. Halfway there. So lower and hold for 1, 2, 3, press back up. And lower, 1, 2, 3, press back up. And hold for 1, 2, 3, press back up. And 1, 2, 3, press back up. And 1, 2, 3, press back up. Great, okay, let's grab our dumbbells again and we're gonna go back into that wall sit or that stand position, and we're gonna do a few final exercises for the shoulders. So palms are gonna be facing away. We're going to raise the dumbbells up towards the shoulders. So up to shoulder height and come back down. So this is a front raise. Let's begin. So let's lift them up and lower down. Now with the breath, we exhale up, inhale, lower. And even though this is not an ab exercise, I still want you to think about keeping those abs drawn in. This will help you feel more stable in your movements and not rocking as you bring those arms up and down. Good, we're halfway there. After this, we have just one more exercise that will work the side of the shoulder. So this one works the front of the shoulder and then we'll go to the side. Great, okay, let's bring those arms down. You can stand back up to give those quads a little break. It really is great to do arm exercises in a wall sit because you just get this extra leg work that you aren't even thinking about. So last one, elbows are bent by our side, hands the same height as the elbow. We lift up and lower. So that elbow and the hand should be at the same height when you lift up here and then lower back down. So let's begin. Raise up and lower down. And with the breath, same thing. We're exhaling up, inhale, lower. So just be mindful this whole time of trying to get your hand the same height as the elbow. Usually people want to bring your hand higher than the elbow. So if you really want to challenge that shoulder as much as you can, you got to keep that level line. Great, okay, last one. And put the weights down. So let's just do a quick stretch for the quads because if yours are feeling anything like mine, there's a little burn and it's gonna feel good to stretch. So let's put that back leg up against the wall and then the front leg is going to be bent and then you'll feel that's through the quad of the back leg. Now, if you can't get in this position, that's fine. You could always have that back leg just against the ground. And we'll hold for a few breaths here. Okay, let's switch sides. So first place your leg against the wall. To me, that's easier. And then bring that front leg forward. And then we'll feel that stretch now through the opposite leg. Now this routine can be done on its own, or I will also link an ab workout and a lower body workout if you'd like to make your routine a little longer today. You'll see those videos at the end of this workout. Okay, let's come out of that and stretch the arms. So you can either sit on your knees or you can have your legs extended in front of you. Let's have one arm over the other, and then you can hook it with the opposite arm to deepen that stretch through the shoulder. Great, okay, let's stretch the back of the arm. So that arm is gonna come up and over, so the elbow is bent. And then you can use that opposite hand to deepen that stretch by pressing on that elbow. So a very good stretch for the back of the arms. We did a lot of that today. All right, let's switch sides. So now that opposite arm will come across, and then you can hook it with the other arm, and then we'll feel that stretch to the shoulder. Okay, now bring that arm up. Then we'll bend the elbow and then use the opposite arm to deepen that stretch through the tricep. All right, and we are all set. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, I appreciate your comments and feedback and try to incorporate them into my future videos. And I look forward to seeing you again.